Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Scott and this is Grassroots NASCAR Racing. Now today we're going to be doing another Bring a Trailer auction review. This one is special and I really need your help, guys. So this is again one of my cars. It's a car that I bought recently that I had some plans for, but I really want to get working on the mellow yellow car. I'm finishing up the Sunoco car right now and then I'll start on the mellow yellow. But there's another reason why I want to sell this one right now, and I'm going to go into a little bit of it right now, right off the start, and then we'll go look at who was the past winner for that Harry Gant car. But this is the car, the Hooters car that I bought. That's a former Mark Stahl car, and basically I heard on Facebook that the former guy who raced this car, he raced it around like 2012. I have some photos of him racing it at like Laguna Seca. And his name is Bill Daffron. And he had a pretty major accident in his shop. The only thing I know is that some kind of a truck rolled over him and it almost killed him. He was in the hospital, wasn't able to breathe on his own. I mean, it messed him up pretty good. He's doing better now. He's in rehabilitation now. I was getting updates over the last couple weeks from his wife that he at least was awake, alert. He wasn't talking for a little bit and had a feeding tube, but now he's up and moving around and doing better. So he is recovering, but it's going to be a process. He got messed up pretty good in that, unfortunately. So I just thought, you know, I'm not doing anything with this car right now. It's going to sit here for a while. Why don't I try and raise some money for the family? Now, we're actually going to be trying to benefit two families here. Bill is the first one. The other one is my niece. So my niece, Jenna, about a year and a half ago, she was 10 years old at the time, I believe. One day she just started swelling up. And they took her to the hospital real quick. Very long story short, turns out she has a Turner syndrome and it was attacking her kidneys. And the last year and a half has just been hell. Really. They eventually had to take her kidneys out and she just got a transplant a couple months ago. But man, since it's been like every day has been rough since the transplant, getting her body to accept that. And, you know, she has no immune system right now. So every little thing, I mean, they've had to go back to the hospital and be there for a month. And then she was home for about a week or two and then back to the hospital for like 2 or 3 weeks again. It's been really crazy. And she's just the brightest, sweetest, awesome, just the best little spirit that you could ever imagine. You know, she just lights up a room. And she struggled with it, but she bounces back and that little personality comes back, and she's just been through so much. But as you know, with anything like this, it hurts the family. The medical bills pile up. People can't work. It's just hard. So we're going to try and raise some money for both of these families with this auction. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to donate 20% of the final value. Whatever this car sells for, 20%. Will go to these two families. 10% to Bill, 10% to my brother David and his family, just to help with them. So if you guys can help, if you guys can bid on the car, that's great. 20% will go to these families. If not, and you still want to help, in the description of this video, there are two GoFundMes. One that was set up for Bill and one that was set for Jenna. So if you don't have the money to buy a car, but you have $5-10 that you can spare, anything that you can do, these families would greatly appreciate it. Those are down there in the comments. And also I will have the link for the Bring a Trailer auction down in the comments. And those two GoFundMes will be in the comments of the auction as well. So whatever you guys can do, that would be great. Let's see how much money we can get for these families. But you know, we just got to do what we can. I know times we're just coming out of the holidays and stuff, and we're all trying to recover, but we'll see if we can raise some money for them, you know, do something good. So, but let's dig in and see who the winner of the Harry Gant car was. All right, so here it is. This thing sold for $36,500. it actually pulled a really good price considering, you know, the body work and stuff that it needed, but you know, it's a pretty much race ready car other than the body work. So pulled a really good price. The winner of this one, this is the first time that I've won. I was actually the winner. I bid, I think it was $29,250 or something like that. And man, everybody else guessed really low. I mean, lots of them were in the teens and low 20s. So the highest bidder, excluding myself, was Rich McSwiggan, 7994. So Rich, if you will contact me, my email is in the description of this video, and I'll shoot you out a little prize pack. So you had the high guess with 24.5, but yeah, 36.5. That's a good price. So anyway, guys, this is the car that we are focusing on today. So this is a Mark Stahl Ford Thunderbird. Again, it's very similar to this car. Very, very similar. It's race ready to go. Just has a few bodywork issues. You know, the paint's a little bit faded and it does have cracks in the paint. But it's nothing that's going to keep you from getting on the track, which is the good thing. So it is a really cool car. Now this just went live a few hours ago and we've already got 2 bids. We're up to $5,000, so that's good. So that's $1,000 for those families that we'd split, but hopefully we'll go much, much higher than that. Now this car, we'll go through this here. This is an actual Mark Stahl car. I've talked to Mark on the phone and we've talked about this car quite a bit. He did shoot me an email, you know, going over the history and stuff. So this car ran 10 races before it was retired. It's an all steel body Ford Thunderbird. 358 Ford C3. It's got a Jericho 4-speed in it, Penske adjustable shocks, Willwood front brakes, JFC rears, and it's got 2 seats in it, so you can take a passenger around, which is pretty nice. And it is a really cool car. I mean, like I said, it's pretty much race ready to go. The tires that are on it are older. They're actually some white letters, it looks like. But I am going to be including a set of newer tires that will go with it. And if the winner wants, I will have them mounted beforehand if they would like. But it's got a nice Butler containment seat there. It's got some of the cooler, older gauges in it, you know. 2 boxes. It's a really cool car. Of course, you got your fuel cell in the back. You also have your oil tank in the back for the dry sump system. And I was talking to Mark about that. When I first sent him pictures, you know, he's pointing out, oh yeah, I remember that and that and that. And this, the oil tank, was one of the things that he pointed out. Let me actually go down to the pictures. We'll go through all that. But yeah, he said, oh, wow, don't know what that was. But yeah, like he's got his stickers on there for parts that he used to sell. But he said that that tank was one of his sponsors back in the day. Was this tank company. It was called like Best Tank Company or something. Like it was kind of a generic name out of California. And they were a small sponsor of his. So whenever he needed a tank like that, he would just draw up designs and send it to them, and they would build it for him, which was really cool. So that was one of the ways that we were able to identify this as being one of his cars. Yeah, there you go. You can see it there. So pretty cool. Like I said, this is a 358 C3 race engine. It's got Ernie Elliott heads on it and a Ford SVO block. Got the Ford SVO there. It has, let me zoom in on that real quick. So this is a Holly 6R7880B. So a nice big carburetor on there. Now there are a few spots on this car where, like under the cowlings, it's painted blue. And there was one other spot by the rear window where I found this blue, and I never could figure that out. And then once I got Mark on the phone, I was telling him that. He goes, "Oh yeah, here, I'll send you a picture." And that's when this car was painted like this. Auto Bell Car Wash. So yeah, that's where the blue came from. Good to know. This car does come with the books from when it was vintage raced. And it does have, here's the email that Mark sent me. So you guys can read that if you want to. These are a few pictures of when Bill raced the car. Look, it says "just married" across the across the windshield. And there's Laguna Seca coming up the front stretch. Pretty cool though. So yeah, this one has been vintage raced and it is pretty much ready to rock. Now, of course, with any race car, you know, you want a competent professional to go over everything before you get it on the track. Be sure it's all ready to rock, but you know, do your nut and bolt check and everything. But this is a really cool car. Somebody's gonna have a lot of fun with this. It's already got some GoPro mounts on the dash for you. I love this shift knob. That's really cool. You got your radio box. It's got all of the radio stuff still installed. Mark Stahl Racing. But just a really, really good track day car. You know, this isn't a this isn't a museum car. It's definitely got some cracks and things like that, and it's been raced, but it's a great car for somebody wanting to get out on the track and have a lot of fun. It's set up for road course racing, so that's good. But it's just a great car. My plans, I was going to change this car up and probably just paint the whole thing white and turn it into an Alan Kulwicki Hooters car. And that's what I was going to do with it. But, you know, time and everything, and with Bill getting hurt, it just seemed like a good idea. Since it was his car back in the day, let's just sell it and see if we can raise some money for him. Help his family out. Help Jenna's family out. You can see where his name was above the door and it didn't fade. But the other side still has the Mark Stahl sticker on it. So yeah, pretty cool car. What do you guys think about this thing? I did put a video up here of it starting and driving. Can't hear very good. Going out for a drive. It drives great, man. That thing was fun. I wish I could have gotten it onto a track, but that's okay. At least I got to drive it once. And it drove great. So, anyway, what do you guys think? What will this car go for? I'm not going to guess on my own car. I'll let you guys do that. I hope it goes for a lot because I'd like to raise some money for these families and see if we can help them out. I know, you know, we try and take care of our own. We're racers. Bill's a racer. He got hurt real bad, so let's try and take care of him a little bit. And let's get this car up. Let's see what we can sell it for. But if you can't bid on the car, I totally understand. Just go check out that GoFundMe. $1, $5, $10, $100, whatever you can do. Let's just try and raise some money for these families and you know, try and get them through these hard times. Life can be rough, but it's great when other people can come together and really help out. So Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. I know it was kind of a quick one and me explaining a lot, but I got to do it this time. So hope you guys had a great Christmas, great New Year's, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Scott and this is Grassroots NASCAR Racing. So today we're going to be doing another bring a trailer blah blah blah.